You guys for being here with me this evening. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all that fun stuff. Got a pretty good show for y'all tonight. We're going to jump right into this thing. Boom. What's up, girls and girls? Wait 1 second to get my stuff up here. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button if you haven't already. Boom, boom, boom. What's up, Anthony?
Anthony!
007's in the house. What up, what up? Krabby's in the house. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all. Before we get started, make sure you go over to this window that I should have already set up. I know I set it up already. Why it's being dumb, I do not know. I did this already.
What are you, dumb?
Stupid. Anyway, make sure you go over to that Rebelwithoutareason.com. Get all your fun merchandise and whatnot over there. You also get a link to the show. Right there, you click that thing, it'll take you right to the show on Rumble. If you're into that Trump gear, make sure you get some Trump gear while you're over there. We got flags, Rebel merchandise, all that, and so much more at Rebelwithoutareason.com. Get you some. What's up, man? How's everybody doing? How's y'all's weekend? Mine was too pretty good. Hung out with the grandbabies, took them to a birthday party. We had a good old time. Let's get into this thing. I don't know where I'm going to go first. We're just going to go down the line like we usually do. Start off with some light stuff here first. We're going to get gradually more and more dirty into it. You know how we do. Facebook and Instagram's parent company Meta is sued by the states for allegedly harming young people's mental health with addictive platforms. Duh. Tell me something I didn't know.
are suing Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram. They're accusing the Menlo Park-based company of harming young people's mental health. The suit claims features on Instagram and Facebook are designed to addict children to its platforms while lowering their self-esteem. It also accuses Meta of routinely collecting data on kids under 13 without their parents' consent in violation of federal law.
Hold up. It's accusing them of collecting data on your children under the age of 13 without your parents' consent. We got more stuff to talk about that too. What about medical records? You getting ready for your restrictions to be enforced on your kids' medical records where you can't see them as soon as they turn 12 years old? They doing that too.
Says it has already introduced over 30 tools to support teens and their families. The company issued this statement and it says, "We're disappointed that instead of working productively with companies across the industry to create clear age-appropriate standards for the many apps teens use, the attorneys general have chosen this path."
Yep, now you're about to get sued, fools. Read it here. A group of 33 states, including California and New York, are suing.
His name is Hero, a 6-month-old Merle breed.
Mother. I didn't tell you to play that. They're suing the Meta Platforms Incorporated for harming young people's mental health and contributing to the youth mental health crisis by knowingly designing features on Instagram and Facebook that addict children to its platforms. What other things you think they do to influence them? Sonia, what's up, Sonia? Kids and teenagers are suffering from record levels of poor mental health, and social media companies like Meta are to blame, said the New York Attorney General, Letitia James. Wow, I can't believe Letitia James trying to get involved with this. That's the one that's on Trump's balls. We got Trump's updates too, don't worry about that. Jenna Ellis pled guilty today. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. She cried like a little baby. She was up there reading her little fake ass statement, crying like a baby. It don't look good, man. It don't look good. Oh, man. They said four defendants so far done pled guilty. And like I told you before, in their little contract, when they plead, part of the plea agreement is that they're going to testify against Donald Trump. Just so you know. Yeah, exactly, 007. Next year, you can't go into the room with your child at the doctor's office. Exactly. Well, you won't even be able to see their prescription record. We'll get into that, too. The broad range suit is the result of an investigation led by a bipartisan coalition of attorneys general from California, Florida, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Nebraska, New Jersey, Tennessee's in there, and Vermont. It follows the damning newspaper reports first by the Wall Street Journal in the fall of 2021. Based on Meta's own research that found that the company knew about the harms Instagram can cause teenagers, especially teen girls, when it comes to mental health and body image issues. Duh. One internal study cited 13.5% of girls saying Instagram makes thoughts of suicide worse, and 17% of girls saying it makes eating disorders worse. Let's see. Sonia says, what are they guilty of? By the way, I don't recall, with the exception of Giuliani and Kraken Lady, because they spoke the most publicly. The election, what the hell do they call it? Interference or whatever. They pled guilty to that shit, and then they asked them why we'll go through it, man. I posted the whole trial and everything on Twitter. Meta's spokesperson sent the following statement: we We share the Attorneys General's commitment to providing teens with safe, positive experiences online. They have already introduced over 30 tools to support teens and their families, while disappointed that instead of working productively with companies across the industry to create clear and appropriate standards for the many apps teens use, the Attorneys Generals have chosen this path. I'm sure that they've tried to work with them before, and they're like, "No, we can't do this, we can't do that." Da 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 da. To comply with federal regulations, social media companies ban kids under 13 from signing up to their platforms. Well, why the hell they got Big Bird on that shit? You know, Big Bird's got an account. Elmo got an account. You tell me if they don't allow young kids on there. Yeah, we'll get into it. I'll tell you that. Let's get into this one first, though. Y'all seen that shit? Washington State Senator arrested in Hong Kong for carrying a gun through the airport. He's going to claim that he doesn't know that it was there. You better wake your ass up. Come on, fool, play this thing. What are you dumb? Okay, here we go.
After carrying a gun into the city, he says that gun made it past security at PDX without being detected. Fox's Mia Villanueva joins us live in the studio with the story. Mia, good morning.
Kim, good morning. State Senator Jeff Wilson, who represents Longview, was arrested at Hong Kong International Airport on Saturday. He's now charged with possession of a firearm without a license. That's a crime punishable by up to 14 years in prison and a fine of more than $12,000.
Ooh, 14 years in prison for accidentally taking your gun on the plane and taking it to China. Whoopsie.
Wilson was granted bail yesterday. He's due back in court on Monday. The Republican says he did not realize he packed his pistol in his briefcase while he...
I like how she threw that in there, too. The Republican said he didn't realize he put his gun in his suitcase, da-da-da-da-da.
Wife were traveling for a 5-week vacation to Southeast Asia. He says he discovered it mid-flight between San Francisco and Hong Kong, and it passed through airport security at PDX, and baggage screeners did not notice it. He said,
"How do you discover it mid-flight? It's not in his suitcase. It had to be a carry-on. He didn't go down to the luggage compartment and get that gun. When you're packing for a flight to go somewhere, don't you think you're going to look at all what's going in your luggage if you're going to the airport?" This shit sounds weird as hell. But whatever, man. Whatever.
his plane landed in Hong Kong. He went to customs and officials alerted them. Wilson says his gun is registered in Washington, but under Hong Kong's strict gun control laws, no one is allowed to have guns or ammo unless they have a license from the Commissioner of Police. Now, those licenses are only given to police officers, security guards, and operators of shooting range clubs. Now, we received a statement from TSA on the incident. It says officers are aware that a passenger on a flight departing from PDX passed through security and traveled with an unloaded firearm in his carry-on bag. It says they're taking this situation very seriously, and they are currently investigating.
Yep, in his carry-on bag. Dumb. And this dude's a senator in Washington. No wonder Washington's fucked up. It's hard to believe, yeah. They don't want you taking chemicals, any type of lotions and shit, anything that's over a certain ounces. Can't take it on the plane. Why the hell? I don't know, man. Shit's weird. It was his. Obviously, he didn't say, hey, that wasn't mine. I don't know how it got there. Let's watch this little Gaza update. You know, I think this whole thing is whack, but Tucker Carlson had a Colonel Douglas McGregor on a show, and he had a little statement saying that U.S. and Israeli special forces suffered heavy losses during the Gaza excursion this weekend. Let's watch this. Nobody's reporting on this, though.
A large force of 80 to 100,000 troops on the ground into the region. which means that we're reliant on special forces and right now 2,000 Marines and perhaps 2,000 special forces and special operations forces. That's not going to make much of a dent. And as we've seen quite recently within the last 24 hours or so, some of our special ops forces and Israeli special ops forces went into Gaza to reconnoiter, to plan for where they might want to go to free hostages and make an impact. And they were shot to pieces and took heavy losses, as I understand it. I think that's where we're headed. And I don't see that as a win for Israel in any way, shape, or form, and I certainly think it's very dangerous for us. A large force of 80 to 100,000.
Yeah, there you go. So, according to this gentleman, they took some heavy losses going in there. And the U.S. keeps delaying the ground invasion for whatever reason. I don't know. Is that how war works? You just delay shit until you're ready? What's up, Donald? Let's watch your homeboy here get this red pill.
This country reminds me of like a medieval European country where a 5-year-old ascends to the throne and inherits it. And so all the courtiers have to pretend that whatever brain fart comes out of the mouth of this 5-year-old toddler, yes, is something that we have to take seriously and treat as valid.
Dude, that was reminding me of the Game of Thrones when that young boy was the king. God damn, I hated that little kid. He was a ruthless little bastard too. I'm glad he died. Oh, Joffrey. I don't know if y'all watched that Game of Thrones. Psh, off with his head.
And debatable. That's what this country is.
That is very accurate. That was a very incredible analogy. Pockets of the country, though, I would say. Pockets, particularly here.
Right.
You don't see that stuff in Tennessee. Like, it is,
that's the
yes, ma'am, no, sir. You know what I mean? And they don't play around with that stuff. And that's what I love about this.
And that's why I completely understand why people move to places like Austin and Nashville.
Yeah, Bill does got TDS hard. That's what surprised me for him even saying that on this interview. That's why people don't want to stay in those places anymore. They're tired of it. This was a funny meme somebody made. Watch this. Oh, this was Owen Benjamin. This is a pretty good representation on what's happening right now.
I have done nothing wrong, ever, in my life.
I know this. And I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. Money, please! My money. Money, please!
Oh, no, there's no money.
Oh, my bad. No problem.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I'll just destroy this office.
Oh, hey!
Money, please! Money, please.
Ben, give her some money. It's easier.
Give her some money. It's easier. What's up, Latina? Get them chores done. Let's watch this next one here. Hazardous. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Hazardous dense fog mixed with smoke can cause has caused a catastrophic 25-plus vehicle pileup with multiple injuries and fatalities. Dude, you ain't gonna believe this. Holy macaroni.
Fell off the bridge, bro. It was a pileup, wasn't it? Ooh, I hope they got some in the video of it, bro.
Man, they had some bad fog here in Tennessee one time, not too far away from my house, in the next city over. And it was the same situation on this type of a bridge. It killed all kinds of people. Early in the morning, people are going to work, and you can't see in that fog, man. And I've drove through some fog like that when I was coming back from Canada. Man, that shit was scary as hell.
Look, I mean a huge car pile up. People are I mean, for miles.
Look at this.
I was bringing my niece to the doctor, trying to get to her this morning and bring her to the doctor, and everybody, the car pile up, y'all. It's bad. You cannot see anything.
Fell off the bridge.
Look at that shit. That is a flaming inferno right there, boy. Now that's a fire. That's a fire right there. Terrible. Y'all be careful out there on them streets, man. You never know what you're going to come up against. Let's take a look at some of these victims.
Get the fuck out of here. Wow, you piece of shit. You are a piece of shit.
Wow, look at that glass flying in there.
Fuck you! God fucking damn it, you piece of shit! Get the fuck out of the road!
You ripped that door off.
Wow, I can't.
Hit the gas and rip that fucking... I say hit the gas and rip that fucking door off, dude. That wouldn't be tolerated, though. It's fine to bust the hell out of somebody's windshield and act like a fucking fool, but you try to defend yourself or retaliate in any way, you're gonna get fucked up. Hell no.
Fucking believe you did that to my windshield. All on camera. Shit. All on camera.
It's all on camera. You're gonna get it. It's all on camera.
It's all on camera. I got fucking glass all over me, and we have 2 babies in the car.
Yeah, you got
And
2
she
babies.
just died.
Glass all over me too. Stupid fuck. Wow.
And something like that can happen just by tooting your horn. Just go toot toot. You got me fucked up. All the way up. You got me fucked up. Hell no. Oh no. Hell no. You got me fucked up. I ripped that fucking door off. Hit the gas and ripped that fucking door off. Whoopsie. I couldn't see. You broke my windshield. I thought you were out of the way already. Yeah, kids in the car. They don't care, man. Yep, the minute the glass broke, life-threatening, run off. Yep, run them down. I need to pull that clip, get in the car and run them over from Adventures in Babysitting. Did I do that? Hang on, I got to make some show notes right quick. Talk amongst yourselves. What scary movies have y'all been watching? It's all Halloweeny and whatnot. Get in the car and run them over. I'll do that one. I got so many clips I need to pull. Get it together, show notes. Okay. All right, so ABL posted this one earlier today. Oops, let me go down so we can see these things here. This post says, a woman on Facebook made a list of 30 places they refuse to go on a first date. I'm going to zoom in here and so you can see. Here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date to. And thank you to the ladies who reached out to me to help me on my list. What do y'all think? So Hip Hop Now TV made this one. Shout out to them over there. So number 1 is the Cheesecake Factory. They all hate the Cheesecake Factory. I've never been there. Is it a problem, ladies? You tell me. SC Wolverines. What's up, bro? And allegedly, or you would think that these are the type of ladies that they're making these requests. I mean, she's a fine-looking woman. If this is even a woman anymore, I can't tell. They put these wigs on and do some eyebrows, do the makeup with the eyelashes, tuck it and tape it, and you're good to go. I don't know, man. It's easy to be fooled nowadays. Moving on. Applebee's is number 2. Chili's is number 3. Chipotle is number 4. Olive Garden is number 5. I like Olive Garden. Them ladies can sit on it. They don't want to go to the movies. They don't want to go to your house. They don't want to go to any fast food chain. They don't want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. They don't want to go to Wingstop. They don't want to go to Red Lobster. They don't want to go to a buffet. They don't want to go to IHOP. You bastard. They don't want to go to Denny's. The gym, they don't they don't want to go to the gym. That's a fucking fact. I can tell you that for sure. They don't want to go to the gym. They don't want to go to church. They don't want to go to Starbucks. They don't want to go to coffee dates. They don't want to go to ice cream dates. They don't want to go to family functions. They don't want to do movie night, Netflix, Hulu, and etc. And they already said they don't want to go to the regular movies either. So any type of movie entertainment, that's out. Somewhere that requires a long drive, not into that. They don't want to go bowling. They don't want to go to nightclubs. They don't want to go to the hookah bar. I can see that. Though I ain't down with the hookah bar. A bar for just drinks. So a bar will be okay if you got drinks and chips or drinks and cheese fries or something. I don't know. They don't want to go to Waffle House. They don't want to go to sports events. They don't want to go to mom and pop restaurants, and they don't want to go to food trucks. Some of these I can see as being totally legitimate for a first date. But I asked ABL back, like, where do these bitches want to go to? Did they make a list of that? I'll ask you this. The ladies in the chat right now, put your favorite place that you would like to go to on a first date. Latina says she wants to go to the doctor to get more booty injections, lip injections, and new boobs. I'm telling you, man, they're suspect nowadays. I mean, she's a good-looking woman, but that could be anything. Deceiving to the eye right there. Exactly, Anthony. You tell me where you want to go then. Yep, if they paying, it should be all good with it, but they ain't even into that, dude. No. Sonya says, a lot of these places suck for different reasons. I agree. But just for a first date when you're just getting to know somebody, Red Lobster, yeah, Red Lobster ain't doing it neither. And it's not a fast food chain, but it's a chain restaurant. I mean, there ain't just like one. Even Ruth Chris Steakhouse, which is pretty damn good, and I've paid good money for there. But there have been times when it was crap too. I could have made a better steak at home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean. Yeah, Wolverine says Cheesecake Factory is good though. This chick is crazy. It's not just this one chick though, homeboy. It was a list of Facebook women. And you can just use your own judgment on those type of... I'm sure there's all types on Facebook, but anybody that's taking a survey and doing this type of thing, I guess, I don't know, on Facebook, they made a list of 30 places they refuse to go to. I'm sure there's a lot more. I'm sure there's a hell of a lot more. They stopped at 30. But my whole thing was... Let me see if I can pull up my comment that I did to AVO. Oops. Give me 1 second here. And then here I said to him, I just asked him, did they make a list of places that they wanted to be taken to. Depending on your age and your long-term goals, this woman will potentially be the mother of your children. Will she keep the same mentality throughout the whole relationship, including raising the children, or is it just for the first dates? You tell me. Because in my opinion, that's some petty shit. You know what I mean? Are your kids going to be spoiled right out the gate too? Y'all ain't going nowhere in life. You ain't going nowhere and you ain't getting nothing. Yeah, exactly. Fake book. Get out of my Facebook is more like it. Donald Help says my first date is over the barbecue pit, showing her my meat. Smoke that meat. She can go to hell. How about that, SC Wolverines? I get it, dude. I get it for sure. Exactly. 007. They're gold diggers that probably eat at McDonald's. These type of women give it up for a Happy Meal for the ones they want to give it up to. You know what I'm saying? These other men's got to work hard for it for no reason. They get trampled on constantly. These requirements are shallow. Not advice I'd give a daughter if I had one. Exactly. I just want to know the lady's point of view. All of those different places. Where would you like to go? I know you could go anywhere in the world, but Latina says, unfortunately, too many men pay them just to look at them. She's a simp farmer. Oh, for sure. For sure. All right. I'm going to keep rolling on here. So the full hearing of the Jenna Ellis, where she pled guilty today, that's posted on Twitter. I'll probably pull it and post it on YouTube if you guys are interested in that. But she did plead guilty today, so we're going to watch that video right quick.
Breaking news this morning in Georgia. Another one of Donald Trump's co-defendants in the election interference case taking a plea deal. This is former Trump lawyer Jenna Ellis in court this hour.
Is it your decision to waive these rights and enter a guilty plea because you are in fact guilty?
It is.
Boom. Did you see that right there? She says, is it your choice to plead guilty because you are in fact guilty? What's up, Bina? They know how to word it to catch your ass.
Your decision to waive these rights and enter a guilty plea because you are in fact guilty.
It is.
So she is.
I mean, could you even tell the judge, like, no, I'm not even guilty. I'm just doing this plea deal. I don't think I'm guilty. I don't think I ever did anything wrong. But in order for me to not go to jail for the rest of my life, I have to tell you that I did it, that I'm guilty of it. I don't get it, man. Got me fucked. Can't play it again. You got me fucked up. No. Yeah, watch. She's this frown's gonna this grin's gonna get turned upside down right here. She's all cheery and happy in this photo. She's gonna be crying like a hoe here in a second.
Fourth co-defendant and the third in just a week to take a plea deal. Joining us is NBC News senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett, and also with us by phone is MSNBC's Katie Fang. Laura, this just happened moments ago. What more do you have on it?
Yeah, really unexpected. Another significant plea deal. We see in court Jenna Ellis just moments ago getting emotional, apologizing to the people of Georgia, telling the judge she was essentially led by others down this wrong path and saying,
okay, here we go to start blaming other people now. I told y'all what was going to happen, man. They're going to get all the little fishies to start turning on Trump. They got to sign this goddamn plea deal that says that they're going to testify against him. They had nothing to do with it. Everybody else led them down to it. Trump tells me to do everything, and that's what I do. You're the attorney, lady. I mean, don't you know how to conduct your own self legal-wise? Come on, man.
regretted her representation of the former president and all of the things that she did, along with others, including Rudy Giuliani, which she is now pleading guilty to, essentially making false statements in front of the Georgia Senate around December of 2020. She goes forward. You might remember one of those infamous press conferences. They were standing before the Georgia Senate talking about dead voters, talking about other false statements that they believe they were on a quest to try to find voter fraud. But apparently the state disagreed with them, and now she is pleading guilty. This, of course, is enormously consequential because she, as Anna pointed out, is now the fourth person to plead guilty in this case. You can see there All
right, so let's go through these right quick. Kenneth Cheesebro. I didn't even know that he pled guilty. I guess I missed that one. Jenna Ellis. Sidney Powell and Scott Hall have all pled guilty so far. They're all going to turn on him, though. It's going to be one by one. Saving their own asses, that's for sure.
including Ken Chesborough, also Sidney Powell, other members of the Trump legal team. So again, Anna, this is an insider. This is someone who can speak to the conversations in and around before and after the election. What did the former president say? What was his intent? Those are the things that she can speak to. And they now have a fourth cooperator, somebody who has agreed essentially to tell the full story, to come clean about what she knows. In return, she gets a reduced sentence, she gets probation, and serving to have served time behind prison.
And Katie, she was also part of this whole fake elector scheme, right? So how does this impact
Here we go, the whole fake elector scheme.
Trump's case specifically?
Yeah, well, Anna, think about it. So now you not only have, Kenneth Chesbrough, Sidney Powell, two top Trump lawyers, but now you have Jenna Ellis, who was also a top Trump lawyer and a top Trump campaign lawyer. And how does it affect Donald Trump? Well, Donald Trump can't sit pretty for very long. If you look at the new charging document, Anna, that Jenna Ellis has pleaded to this morning, it concerns specifically testimony provided before the Georgia Senate, as Laura just mentioned, but it implicates as
And you see right here her little statement, if I knew what I knew now, I would have declined to represent Donald Trump. She'll be talking here in a second. We'll get her statement.
Directly Rudy Giuliani and a gentleman by the name of Ray Smith. Now, putting Ray Smith aside on, footnote him in a second, but Rudy Giuliani now has yet another flipped co-defendant in Fulton County that has implicated him. And you and I both know that any of that proffer that has already been given, that recorded statement that's been given to DA Fani Willis, had to have value for them to give her a probation offer for this particular charge. So now Rudy Giuliani is getting more pressure, and that in turn is going to lead to more pressure on Rudy Giuliani to flip against Donald Trump. Now we're working our way up the food chain, and listen, we've jumped a couple of rungs in that food chain ladder.
See right there what I'm talking about? They're working their way up the food chain to get Rudy Giuliani to flip on Trump. And if Giuliani flips on Trump, you know how much they love each other. And everybody's going to say, that's your right-hand man. Your right-hand man turned on you. You can't be trusted. Ba-da-da-da-da. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Let's keep going.
In terms of important co-defendants. But this is significant because I had just been speaking to Joyce Vance, an MSNBC legal analyst, about who was going to flip. And she and I were both saying, you know what, there's a lot of people that are left, 16. But Jenna Ellis is the one who's been complaining the loudest and the most publicly about how the fact that she felt she was left in the cold because her attorney's fees weren't being paid. And so you were seeing a future trial that has yet to be set for any of those remaining now 15 co-defendants, and a very long slog for somebody like Jenna Ellis. And so you know what? She decided, I'm going to cut my losses now. I just want to note for you, inside the courtroom, Jenna Ellis was crying, and we had some video of that, but also she was hugging her defense attorneys, and she was also shaking hands with the prosecutors. And so look, she's had a conversation with
Shaking hands with the prosecutors. Bitch, you better get the fuck out of here.
them. What she said is left to be seen, but we're definitely going to hear from her if somebody like Donald Trump goes to trial.
Okay, and we're looking at the video. Let's listen in to what she said in court moments ago, taking responsibility.
If I knew then what I know now, I would have declined to represent Donald Trump in these post-election challenges. I look back on this whole...
Dude, when I heard that, I'm like, you raggedy fucking bitch. You raggedy little heifer. I think I got it, Latina.
Experience with deep remorse. I have taken responsibility already before the Colorado bar who censured me, and I now take responsibility before this court and apologize to the people of Georgia.
Crying like a little baby. And now everybody's going to play that. See, she's up there crying, said she never would have got involved with Donald Trump. It ain't looking good, man. They're all going to turn on him. That's a good point, Anthony. They put their hand on the Bible and swear to protect the Constitution, but they don't believe in God or the Constitution. Exactly. If you don't believe in religion, putting your hand on the Bible don't mean shit, dude. Just so everybody understands that. Sonia says, you know what? I don't fault her for saving her own ass if she was actually going to get locked up, but this statement is extra. I would say very little. Exactly. Why you got to put extra on it? She put the whipped cream on it. I wish I never would have got involved with him. It was so bad. Like, bitch, please. Do you think they have something on her? Oh, enough for her to plead guilty, I guess. I let them fools take it all the way to the bank. You wanna charge me with some shit? Take it. Prove it. Do what you got to do. Well, we got people that say this. I don't give a fuck what you got. Prove your case. Fuck out of here. Pleading guilty on some shit you didn't do. I don't know, man. So then her pleading guilty was she's admitting that it was the whole fraud thing, that no evidence that she saw was true. They made it all up. It was a big farce. It was hoopla. It was malarkey. All that fun stuff. And those tears seem like little crocodile tears. You think those were real or... I don't know. Let's go back and watch it one more time.
And a very long slog for somebody like Jenna Ellis. And so you know what? She decided, I'm going to cut my losses now. I just want to note for you, inside the courtroom, Jenna Ellis was crying, and we had some video of that, but also she was hugging her defense attorneys, and she was also shaking hands with the prosecutor.
She's got the ugly cry face, but she ain't got the tears coming down and all that.
And so, look, she's had a conversation with
Fake
them.
wipe away.
What she said is left to be seen, but we're definitely going to hear from her if somebody like Donald Trump goes to trial.
Okay, and we're looking at the video. Let's listen in to what she said in court moments ago, taking responsibility.
Taking
if I knew then what I know
responsibility.
now, I would have declined to represent Donald Trump in these post-election challenges. I look back on this whole experience with deep remorse. I have taken responsibility already before the Colorado bar who censured me.
And this is a lawyer. She's up here crying. She said that the board censured her for doing whatever she's doing, or because she got charges put on her, I guess.
Now take responsibility before this court and apologize to the people of Georgia.
And then I noticed something else. This is who we are on this MSNBC thing. Is this their normal slogan? Or are they letting you know, like, we're getting you motherfuckers one at a time. This is who we are. This is what we do. I don't know. Subliminal messaging. Subliminal mobile messaging. Yeah, then they put that gag order on him. Donald Hopp says the court said they can't speak to the media until the last day. Probably, Sonia, at risk of losing her license. She said that she got censured by the board, so maybe that was them giving her a slap on the wrist, saying she made a no-no. Yeah, her shit's done. Nobody's ever going to like this lady except for the left. Yeah. All right, let's watch this. This has been happening a lot lately. I want to kind of address this. All right. right, so these kids are on this college campus at Boston University ripping down these flyers, posters of kidnapped and missing Israelis while fellow Jews are being beheaded, raped, kidnapped by Hamas, and I believe this is merely propaganda. I would say, are these people missing on the Boston campus? Why are they putting missing posters up there if it's not propaganda? Let's just be straight about it. Whether it be good propaganda or bad propaganda to get people on your side about whatever cause you're doing. If they're not missing in that state, they're not missing in that school, you're just letting people know that this is what these people have done. This is their actions, correct? You tell me. They're not actively looking for these people on campus? That's number one. And then people rip them down and they're filming them ripping them down. They get all upset about it.
Are you defending terrorism, really? You guys really are defending terrorism?
Tries to follow him out. One leaves, the other one leaves.
Cowards. Should be ashamed of yourself. Should be ashamed of yourself. These people are killing innocent civilians. They killed friends of ours. Families, people here are affected directly, and you guys are denying it, taking them out, spreading hate, encouraging anti-Semitism.
Dude, you literally know I'm Jewish. Like, I've been...
That's not sure, that makes it much better.
No, but I'm saying, like, you have no right to tell people that their beliefs are wrong or that...
Boom. You have no right to tell people that their beliefs are wrong, so let people put posters up wherever they want to. You're just going to come down and take their shit? She's double speaking right here.
Not believe. Condemning fucking Hamas is not a belief. You don't have to believe to think that raping someone is wrong. You don't have to believe that someone getting kidnapped, that babies getting beheaded, that 85-year-old grandmothers getting kidnapped, it's wrong. That's not a belief, that's not an opinion. And if it is, of course I don't respect it.
And these type of people, they need to be shipped over there. If you want to go fight for them so bad, go over there and fight for them. Now she's looking right in the camera like, what are you recording for?
Why are you recording me? Why are you recording?
Why are you filming?
Because...
What's your point?
What? To show where all of the hate is coming from in this campus. Most Jewish students don't feel safe because a lot of other students are doing it, and the worst part is that there's Jewish students like you, unfortunately, who like encourage them to continue doing this, and they get validated by it.
You don't know what... Look, you are reading into propaganda.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tell me.
You're supporting occupation. An illegal...
Yeah, when they come to defend their point, you can tell they don't know what they're talking about. Soft as butter, too. Soft as fucking butter.
Did you read the poster?
It's
about Hamas and the atrocities and all of the war crimes they're committing. It's not about anything else.
I'm just going to go over here and sit down.
You're not condemning terrorists?
Can't bother me if I'm just sitting down.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Crazy to me. Like I said, they're not missing on that campus. So what are the posters for? You tell me. You tell me. What's up, Frederick's in the house? Okay, Latina, send it to me. Do. Let's keep going here until I get that clip. Breaking: Tyson Foods to bring bug-based protein to U.S. markets after announcing partnership with world leader in insect ingredients. Yay. Y'all ready for some bug chicken? Want to sign up for the daily brief? Thank you so much. The facility will upcycle food manufacturing byproducts into high-quality insect proteins and lipids, which will primarily be used in the pet food, aquaculture, and livestock industries. Primarily. It doesn't say exclusively. Primarily. Tyson Foods has announced it will be partnering with Protix, a Dutch company that brands itself as a world leader in insect ingredients, to foster more sustainable protein production. Via a direct equity investment, the American food giant will acquire a minority stake in Protix and eventually create an insect ingredient facility to manufacture bug-based protein in the United States. What if any of those bugs got out? I know there's a certain amount of insects already in the natural world. Everything seems to be pretty balanced. You go ahead and start making a whole insect ingredient facility, raising bugs in that beast. And those bugs get out, what are they going to do to the agriculture in that area? Just wondering. In an October 17th statement, Tyson Foods revealed that when the proposed plan is completed, it will be the first at-scale facility of its kind to upcycle food manufacturing byproducts into high-quality insect proteins and lipids, which will primarily be used in the pet food, aquaculture, and livestock industries primarily, not exclusively. Our partnership with Protix represents the latest strategic investment by Tyson Foods in groundbreaking solutions that drive added value to Tyson Foods business, said the CFO, John Tyson. The insect life cycle provides the opportunity for a full circularity within our value chain, strengthening our commitment to building a more sustainable food system for the future. Call it a major milestone. Significantly accelerates our ambition to grow the international partnerships. Noted that the company could immediately use Tyson Foods' existing byproducts as feedstock for our insects. Protix, founded in 2019, is one of the largest manufacturers of insects ingredients in the world, producing and processing 14,000 metric tons per year in the Netherlands. While most of its products are used in pet food, aquaculture, livestock feed, and organic fertilizer industries, bug-based protein has been pushed for human consumption by some. See, I fucking told you. Wow. According to the ecologist, many insects provide high-quality, complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids and are rich in iron, fiber, and calcium. While many in the West have come out strongly in opposition to the idea of eating bugs, the idea is touted by some for developing nations. I guess in their defense, they're already eating bugs already as it is, so it ain't just put some Tyson's chicken sprinkling on that shit and it's good to go. Taste even better. Chicken bugs. Get yours today. Hell no.
Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up.
Fucked up? Hell no. I ain't eating no fucking bugs. You got me fucked up. Dominant species, I guess, for sure, if you were trying to get technical about it. I'll eat your ass. I'm a dominant species. I don't care. All right, here's this one from Latina.
So a Palestinian student attacked an Israeli student on campus. Not great.
My name is Arzal Mohammed. This is a Nazi IDF Israeli bitch. You guys are Nazis.
You're the one killing Jews.
Genocide. You support genocide. You're the one beheading babies. Nobody is killing Jews. You guys slaughtered Being anti-Zionist is not anti-Zionist. You guys slaughtered 1,300 Israelis. Do you mean to show you the videos of you slaughtering people? You support genocide. You're disgusting. You support genocide of my people. Nazi. By the way, my name is Arzo Mohammed. Come find me. Nazis. I'm Israel Chai. I'm Israel.
Yeah, we don't do that here. You're allowed to peacefully protest. You're allowed free speech in this country. At least you used to be. Luckily, that student was banned from the college and kicked off campus. And so, happy endings. So, Palestinian student attacked.
Yeah. Son, you just sent me something too. Hang on. When enough is enough. Jeez Louise. Oh my God. Dude, she's so big she can't even get through the door. Time to get up. Get up off that thing. Get up off of that thing. Blocking the whole entrance.
I've never been in a situation where I could not get through the door.
Uh-huh.
The most desired men among women are the ones with giant bellies.
What the? What in the? What the? Yeah, exactly, Sonia. The beheading babies thing is suspect. They always say that all the time. And my thing is, believe whatever you want to. You love them so much, you want to fight so much, go over there. All y'all fools go over there and fight in the sand, play volleyball, do whatever the hell you want to do. Yeah, she need her own damn zip code for that ass. Bigger than hell. Bigger than hell. Let's keep going here. So Jonathan Cho, you know, he's always going to these encampments all the time, these damn homeless people encampments. He's out there again acting crazy as hell. And this ain't a Halloween costume. This is one of these weirdo junkies that's want to try to chase him with a baseball bat.
Okay, why are you coming at me with a bat? Why are you chasing me with a bat?
Go, dude.
Why are you chasing me with a bat?
Because she wants to beat your head in, dum-dum. So this is a huge encampment over here where they're... They got a soccer team over here that's actually officially canceling its season, leaving the North Green River Park because all the crime plaguing the area. Officials say the entire field was vandalized early Wednesday morning, leaving more than $100,000 in damage. It's also next to the Green River and homeless encampment. Now bigger than ever, spilling into the woods. I saw a guy building a wooden fort with a slide. Wow. Underprivileged youth from Auburn and Kent now have no place to play. The team is desperately trying to raise money for a new location. So all the money y'all put forth, your tax dollars to make that park, you ain't going to be able to use it now. Got to raise new money to make a new place instead of just telling these fools to go the fuck on or put them in jail. Yeah, so they got this park over here. Kids can't even play this park anymore.
By majestic trees and breathtaking scenery. And on weekends, it's usually packed with kids and families who depend on this field.
What human being does this?
But early Wednesday morning, Dean Aldridge with Valor Soccer says someone drove onto the field
Wow.
and started doing donuts,
I don't know who enjoys ruining a kid's soccer field.
causing more than $100,000 in damage.
These fields serve our most economically challenged kids.
Club officials say all weekend tournaments are now canceled, and this effectively ends their season.
So to see it like this and see somebody that just doesn't care, it hurts my heart.
This is just the latest troubling incident along the stretch of Green River Road in unincorporated King County.
Do you guys have any enemies?
We don't. We run youth soccer. We give opportunities to kids.
So once you come around our north gate here.
Less than 100 yards away, there's also a massive homeless encampment getting bigger each day. I saw people building brand new shacks, while others prepare to move in. Just in the past few months, the King County Sheriff's Office says 911 calls to this area have been off the charts.
Gangs are moving in.
For things like shootings, fires, drug overdoses, fights, and abandoned vehicles.
So this is what we've been dealing with down here, Jonathan, for ever since COVID.
We decided to walk through this encampment that also spills into the deep woods.
Did you see somebody got on the
Wow.
fields and tore them all up?
Hoping to find witnesses to the vandalism.
Do you feel like you guys could be unfairly blamed for that?
Yeah.
Dude he had a whole jack out there doing repairs on his truck.
Definitely.
While Aldridge is not blamed,
And in their defense, it could just be some random kids that destroyed that field. Instead of doing donuts anywhere, they just went onto the soccer field.
homeless, he says no doubt this encampment is attracting more criminal elements and law.
I mean, get ready for this type of shit, folks. These people are already living in the apocalypse lifestyle. So when we get down to their level, they're already going to be veterans in it.
To this area.
Lawless individuals know that this is just a free zone to do whatever you want to do. Come down here, shoot your guns, dump your garbage.
Aldridge blames all this squarely on failed soft-on-crime public policies.
Leaders lead.
And elected officials.
I think Dow needs to get off his ass.
They want us to invest in the places.
Especially King County Executive Dow Constantine.
I have not heard from Dow. I have not heard from his office.
Constantine has known about this problem since the start of the pandemic nearly 4 years ago.
If his kids were down here playing,
Wow.
or his grandchildren down here playing, I'm sure it would be cleaned up.
But has only allowed crews to go in for trash removal. I reached out to his office for comment on this.
Yeah, you never see any of these homeless encampments in the rich neighborhoods ever, because they don't tolerate the shit.
Incident, but as usual, a spokesperson responded by saying, "We decline to participate in your project."
There's nothing humane about this.
I also asked the King County Regional Homelessness Authority for guidance on when people would be moved into shelters. A spokesperson says they're working with the county and local
Look at that,
nonprofits
it's got a
to develop
slide.
a comprehensive response, but still no timeline.
King County won't enforce the laws. Kent won't enforce the laws. Auburn won't enforce the laws. In fact, nobody's taking ownership.
And because of this dismissive attitude, Aldridge says Valor Soccer is now planning to leave this area for good.
We're a nonprofit. We don't have the type of money to endure these kinds of losses. So this dumping started today. It's been going on.
He believes the county is clearly prioritizing the needs of the homeless over his kids.
I don't know how you recover from something like this.
Hey, that's Bidenomics, bro. The country is better than ever if you listen to some of these Democrats. You want to get into a good mood? You ready to hear a fucking patriot go off on Hillary Clinton's bitch ass? Let's do this thing. They were at this Institute of Global Politics, and this guy stood up, and he's like, dude, you need to condemn Joe Biden and his terroristic rhetoric. And just like, they want you to choose both sides, just like Sonia said. They want you to choose one side or the other to put people against each other. It ain't my war. I don't give a fuck what y'all do. Don't bring it over here. Do whatever you want to over there. I don't want them to be killing women, babies. Nobody needs to be dying. Why can't everybody just get along? I don't understand. Why can't y'all just get along, man? Grown folks, grown damn people acting a fool. Act like they never had no damn home training. Let's watch this dude act wild on Hillary Clinton's dumb ass. She don't know how to handle him either. She tries to overtalk him, but he ain't having it.
I'm sorry.
You have a chance. Well, I'm not sorry. You sit down.
I know
and
you're not sorry. That's the point. The hypocrisy of this speech. The hypocrisy of the fact that what do you have? Can you please make a statement about President Joe Biden's speech? This is a clearly warmongering speech. President Joe Biden is calling for $100 billion of funding for Israel, Taiwan, and Ukraine, and we're supposed to just bundle these together and pretend like we're going to rush to World War III, and we're all just going to let Hillary Rodham Clinton sit here. Okay.
I'm sorry. You know, this is not this is not the way to have a conversation.
I'm sorry.
If you want to have a conversation, you're welcome to come talk to me afterwards.
You can sit here. Okay, right. You're gonna wait for me, right? Please, I do not believe you.
I will listen to you, and I will respond to you.
I do not believe you.
But
respectfully, I do not believe you.
Well,
and the fact of the matter is that the American people's voice are what need to be heard.
Yeah,
because,
they are being
because
heard.
our president is not speaking for the American people, and neither are you.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Yes, that's my opinion.
Well, then sit down. We've heard your opinion. Thank you very much. Now we're going to
I'm
turn
not
to
going to
people
sit down.
who are
I'm
on
not
the
going to
front
stop.
lines
I'm not going to stop.
working on behalf of human rights.
I'm going to exercise my free speech.
But
until,
it's not free speech when you are disrupting everybody else's opportunity to speak.
This is free speech, everyone. This is free speech. That is not free speech. This is people constructing narratives that are openly hypocritical. I'm sorry. The incredible hypocrisy.
You know,
tell
maybe
me
you could
John
actually
Foster Dulles went with Eleanor Roosevelt to bring this Declaration of the Rights of Man. John Foster Dulles was involved with the CIA.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're brilliant in your historical cherry picking.
The Pinochet regime.
Please,
could you please inform me about the United States
Okay,
involvement in these historical things?
We're going to move on
Miss
to
Clinton, will you
Frank
denounce
Gadisha,
Joe
who's
Biden?
actually on
Will
the
you
front
denounce
lines
Joe
fighting for
Biden's
human
speech?
rights, not just yelling about it. So, Frank, I want to turn to you because you are from Uganda, and Uganda's 2023 Anti-Homosexuality Act criminalizes LGBTI conduct in Uganda.
To push us to World War III.
Oh,
Do you
please.
understand? It's not about Israel, it's Palestine.
Hillary Clinton's all saying, "Oh please, not World War III. Oh please."
It's not football. This isn't football. It's not Team America.
Well, I'm sorry, but some of us are on Team America despite our flaws and our problems.
Yes, that's me.
And some of us, every person on this stage.
You have to stop right now. You have to stop.
Or what?
Wait.
Now listen to this fool right here. Is going to talk about every person on this stage has sacrificed something.
Every person on this stage has risked their life, their income, their reputation, their careers, and what have you done other than stand up and disrupt?
I need you to
put my record and
What has this lady done to risk her life to do anything?
these women's records and Frank's records against you any day of the year.
I'll respond. What I have done is I have asked Hillary Rodham Clinton to denounce the president's openly warmongering, suicidal, idiotic speech.
And
That's
I've given
what I've
my
asked.
answer. I will
That's
not
what
do
I've
that.
done.
So that's the end of our conversation, but I'll still meet you outside. But you're done.
Do you believe that she would meet him outside? She said twice already that she would meet with him outside. I'm sure she would. What's your name again? Yep. Get him. I'd like to place an order, please.
Right now.
Okay, Frank
Frank
has...
What a skank. I'm glad somebody gave it to her. I'm surprised he wasn't taken up out of that bitch. Very surprised he wasn't taken up out of there. Yeah, he did not kill himself. All right.
Struck by the hypocrisy of this.
Oops, sorry about that. All right, here we go. Libs of TikTok. Many healthcare providers across the country are cutting off parents' access to their children's medical information from when they turn 12 years old. They're giving kids prescription medications without worrying about their parents, how their parents may react. So this is the Carolina Care Access for Young Adult Dependents between the ages of 12 and 17. What's up? Noel's in the house. Lisa White's in the house. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate y'all. All right. The subject, access to your child's Carolina Care account will change November 1st, 2023. Dear parent or legal guardian. So all the families in this room right now that have children under the age of 12, between the ages of 12 and 17, this is going to be coming your way soon, I'm sure. This is Carolina, so I'm not sure if it's north or south, but it's going to be coming everywhere. Dear parent or legal guardian, what would you do if you got this mail, this letter, this email? We wanted to let you know about an upcoming change to your Carolina Care account that will take effect on November 1st, 2023. Starting November 1st, 2023, you will no longer be able to access prescription information for your children between the ages 12 and 17. You're the parent. You're supposed to buy this medication. How can these kids even get medication without you? How can they get it? How can they fill it without you knowing about it? So starting November 1st, 2023, you will no longer be able to access prescription information for your children between the ages 12 and 17. If your child has not yet turned 12 years old, this change will take effect on their 12th birthday. So is 12 the legal age of consent now? Is that what they're going to? Carolina Care is Medicaid. Okay. Thank you, 007. This change is to protect the privacy of your child's prescription records. It allows minors to receive prescription medication or for sensitive issues as permitted by law. You know what that means? Without worrying about how their parents may react. If it wasn't something whack, why would it be a problem the way your parents react? It does not affect how you are currently able to access your child's medical records in other ways, such as through a medical records request. That's all that says available. Here, there. You probably have to do that. I don't know where this is, Sonia, but whoever has Carolina Care for your health insurance for your child, that's going to be on you November 1st. Exactly. 12 is not a legal age. Exactly. And if it wasn't a problem, why are you trying to hide it from the parents for? That's the whole thing. They catch themselves in a lie all the time. If it's not a problem, why you got to hide it from the parents for? Oh, privacy issues. When these motherfuckers going to start paying rent? I'm paying all this shit. I feed them, I clothe them, I send them to school, I do everything else that needs to be done. But somehow it ain't good enough. I ain't supposed to be involved in their life. You better get the fuck out of here. And then all these other people that don't do any of those things want to tell you what to do with your kids. Crazy as hell. No, 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 no. Oh my God, what? 007 girl says that's like the lady who had in vitro and the pharmacy mistakenly gave her abortion pills. Oh my God, dude. Hell no. Ain't no damn way. Exactly, Sonia. Translation, they don't want parents to know if the child has STDs, on birth control, gets pregnant, or aborts, or wants to transition. Yep, that covers all of them. Anything that wouldn't be regular child school behavior, they trying to hide it from you. Crazy as hell. Here was another one from Libs of TikTok. It's definitely to give hormone meds without consent. Psh, dude, on top of everything, you just saw what Sonia put there. I would believe all those. Every single one of those things seem doable to me by the way these people act now. Here we go here with this one. School makes Jewish students sign a gag order after being attacked. Jewish middle schoolers at the MBUSD News were reportedly attacked by other students after Hamas attacks on Israel. Some students allegedly said revenge is beautiful and all Jews should be killed. The school investigated and concluded it wasn't hate speech. The perpetrators received no punishment, and the school made the victims sign a gag order to not discuss the incident. I don't know how old these kids are signing this, but they need to know what they're signing. Is that even legal? You're going to get a child to sign a legal document and they don't even know what it means? Since the school doesn't want anyone discussing it, they definitely don't want to share this or tag them. I'm going to read this story, but I'll put it up here so y'all can see it, hopefully. 4 Jewish students at a local school in Manhattan Beach, MBMS, Manhattan Beach Middle School. So these are middle school kids. Hell no. They were recently viciously attacked by another student because they are Jewish. The student approached them after Hamas attack on Israel and said that the revenge is beautiful and all Israelis and Jews should be killed. After threatening and horrific comments were made by the same student to other Jewish students in both in and out of class. Unfortunately, we discovered vicious anti-Israeli, anti-Semitic social media posts by the student's father. So we know this hate speech is coming from the student's home. After receiving multiple complaints, the Manhattan Beach Unified School District leadership ran an investigation and came to the conclusion that these comments were political and not hate speech. Wow. So as long as you say it's political, you can say whatever you want to. Freedom of speech. They closed the investigation with limited action. Shockingly, they took action requiring the Jewish students and their parents to sign a gag order that they would not talk to anyone in the school, out of school, or on social media about the incident. Can a school issue a gag order? That's something a judge can do. Y'all crazy as hell. This is truly outrageous. They are victimizing the victims and not focusing on completely on the perpetrator. The student is still in school and continues to intimidate the Jewish students. Let's go to the contract now. I'm going to zoom in so we can all see this beast. It's a no contact contract, baby. Read that right there. No contract, contact. Manhattan Beach Middle School. The date was 10/18/23. I state your name. Agree to have no verbal, physical, or social media contact directly or indirectly with whatever other students for the remainder of the school year. I will not discuss the incident with any other students. I further understand that any contact or continuation of this incident by telling other students will lead to further consequences. This includes direct or indirect contact on campus or cyber activity. And I get it, the no contact as far as you can't mess with those kids, you can't bully them, you can't talk to them, you can't message them and all that. But you can't talk to other kids about it? In or out of school? You crazy as hell. You can't tell me what to do when I ain't in school, bitch. What are you talking about? These people done lost their damn minds. Yeah, I wouldn't sign shit. I'd sign it with my doo-doo. Put that thing in my pants and wipe my beehole with it. Here, I signed that thing perfectly for you. Put a big X right on it. Just for you. Crazy as hell. Let's keep going. Let's keep on going. This one's from Ollie London. 11-year-old boy whose parents claimed he was trans at 18 months old becomes the Grand Marshal for the LGBTQI+ Parade Festival. Transgender Dempsey Jara began his transition at age 5 after his mother claimed he knew he was trans since 18 months. His mother claims
she's been on this journey since she was 5 and living her best life.
now the 11-year-old has become the Grand Marshal for Orlando's Come Out with Pride Festival, an event attended by 200,000 letter people, drag queens, and men wearing fetish gear. His parents have documented his trans journey on Instagram, gaining thousands of followers. In 2019, they changed his gender on his birth certificate and claimed they knew he was trans because he liked girls' toys. Man, you better get the hell out of here. Dempsey has been gender non-conforming. Oh, I gotta do it.
Dempsey has been gender non-conforming since the age of 18 months old. Basically, since she was able to express herself, she always gravitated to dolls, dresses, and sparkly objects.
These people are insane, dude. So here's the dumbass mama, here's the dumbass daddy going along with it. Dressing her kid like a damn girl. I adore my fab and fierce gender non-conforming kid. It looks like she's either sitting in a chair or in a wheelchair right now. I don't get what's going on there, but sure it's unrelated. What's up, Unspecifieds in the house? Crazy as hell, man. Homeschool your children. There he goes. Here, the 11-year-old child regularly attends drag shows and even crowned queen of the runway while on stage at one drag show. His parents, who appear to be hungry for their child to be famous, have also paraded their son on TV on HBO series We're Here Season 3. Weird, dude. And I'm sure ain't nothing weird going on backstage. Not a damn thing. Just ketamine on a couch. That scared the hell out of me. This is appropriate, YouTube, so if it's appropriate for young 11-year-old children, it's appropriate for everybody. Crazy. What's this world coming to? Since she was 18 months old. Man, you better get out of here. 18 months old. You're still shitting on yourself, man. You don't know nothing about nothing. Dumb. Exactly. I think so too, 007. I think parents who do that, there's sexual abuse involved. I'd say probably 80% for sure, in my opinion. Yep, this kid's life is over. Oh, yeah, dude. That's going to be the next Dylan Mulvaney. And if it don't work out for him, her, what are them going to do, you know? That's your whole life. That's your whole life. That's your whole existence. Your whole identity is that sexual orientation. Now let's get on Biden's dumbass. So Biden was supposed to come out and do his speech on Bidenomics again. It's so great that he has to tell you over and over again how great it is. In case you didn't already know, he's going to come out every other day with Bidenomics and tell you how great it is. So he's supposed to walk out here and let homeboy introduce him first, and then he speaks, but he just goes right to the podium. Look at the black guy. He's like, oh, damn, what happened?
I'm not introducing me, Marcus.
I'm not introducing.
Going straight to the podium. Good afternoon, folks. I'm not introducing me, Mark is. I forgot Mark. I went straight to the podium. I apologize.
No problem. Good afternoon.
What a brain dead moron. If Trump did anything like that, they would never let it go. Never, ever, ever let it go. What a weirdo. All right, here we go, guys. Get your eye bleach ready. All right, here's another one from Libs of TikTok. Dove recently partnered with the BLM and fat activists who made up a hoax about a white woman and destroyed her life. One of the other recent campaigns is called The Pits of New York, which features obese people showing off their hairy armpits to address underarm stigma. Come on, gentlemen, you know that you want this. Stop denying yourself.
I'm partnering with Dove to talk about underarm stigma. Even though I haven't shaved my armpits in 10 years, I sometimes still get self-conscious showing my underarms. When I'm feeling
10 years? That's not bad growth, though, for 10 years of not shaving it.
urge to shrink myself and hide parts of my body, I stretch my arms out wide and remind myself to be free in my body. Dove is reminding us all to stretch our arms out and live life to the fullest with their latest Subway campaign. Did you know that 50% of people say that they've judged themselves because of their underarms? Next time you catch those thoughts creeping in, just stretch out your arms and remember that
And now they've put up, Sonia, have you seen any of these? They have these in the subway systems now of people shouldn't be ashamed of their armpit hair.
Stigmas are just that, stigmas, and not a reflection of who you are. Comment below if you've ever felt any shame or stigma over your underarms.
Underarm stigma? I know they used to have that back in the day, and times change, trends change, you know. But having hairy underarms has never been popular. I don't care who told you that lie. It used to be popular, but it's never been popular. Don't let people lie to you. All right, let's do some math. I don't know about the Chinese curriculum, but if you go by what this video says, which is it's on TikTok, so believe whatever you want to believe, but it says, can you solve a third grade math problem from China? And we already know they're lowering standards in the United States for people to graduate from school. They could get nowhere near this. You're going to be lost in the first 2 seconds.
Solve a third grade math problem from China. In the figure above, ABCD is a rectangle and BE and CF are arcs of circles center at A and D. What is the area of the shaded region? To find the area of the shaded region, I'm going to take the area of the rectangle and subtract it with the area of the two circles. So first let's find the area of the two circles. The formula to finding the area of a circle is pi r squared, where r is a radius. And if this were to be a full circle, the radius would be 2. So the area of the full circle would be pi times 2 squared. 2 squared is 4 times pi is just 4 pi, and this is just a quarter of the circle, so we divide 4 pi by 4, giving us pi. So the area of this quarter of the circle is pi, and this quarter...
So you believe children in China are doing this type of math equation in the third grade? I don't know, man. America, you're in for trouble, man.
Of this circle has the same measurements, has the same radius, which means that the area would be the same. So the area of this quarter circle would also be pi. So the combined sum of the quarter circle areas would be 2 pi. And the area of the rectangle is just 5 times 2, because to find the area of a rectangle, you multiply length times width. In this case, it's 5 times 2, and that's 10. So I subtract 10 with 2 pi, and that is the area of the shaded region. So let's look at the answer choices. A is not the answer, and if you distribute this, that would give us 10 minus 2 pi, which is exactly what we solved for. So B is the answer.
So that's supposed to be third grade Chinese math. The teachers around here are only concerned about gender. All that bullshit. All right, Sonia sent me this. She says, this was literally in Times Square. It's a giant billboard. The pits of New York. I mean, is this a woman? Is this a dude? It's hard to even tell nowadays anymore, but got your big old drink in your hand. Jeez Louise, bro. Let me back it up so we can see, actually. So this is the corner of the building. You see the little ticker running right here. This is the side of the building where the corner of it is. Looks like. Big old billboard. The lights right there. Boom, boom, boom. So they light that up at nighttime. Who gives a damn? Remember when Michelle Obama was in there promoting body positivity and healthiness and exercise and all that shit? Those were the days. Now you got fat bitches on a billboard talking about, look at my underarm hair. What's this world coming to? Crazy as hell. Do 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 do. All right, give me 1 second. We're gonna. All right, so the other day, there was an incident that happened where they were blocking down, the Palestinian protesters were blocking this road, and they started harassing this old guy and started chasing him. This guy's supposedly running for city council or some weird shit. And now he's made this video to kind of explain why he chased the old dude down.
Released a video yesterday of an old man driving through a peaceful protest. The man gets out of his vehicle with a knife, attacking people that are using their First Amendment right to stand with Palestine. The protesters were shocked and tried to push him back into his car so that they would not be hurt, which is when the man literally drives through hundreds of peaceful protesters. The video I took takes place seconds after the man drove through the crowd, in which you can see people chasing after him, and you can hear me saying wait, as well as countless other people screaming in fear.
Screaming in fear, chasing the car.
Just drove through all these people. Since I released the video less than 24 hours ago, I have received over 500 hate-filled emails, as well as multiple death threats. This is what happens when you stand against injustice, and we cannot be scared into hiding. We cannot allow those so filled with hate to scare us from standing for what we know is right.
All right, so then the other video. These people are peacefully protesting. They didn't open his door and they're trying to pull him out of the car. Look, they're attacking him. Look at that. They're opening his door, smashing his windows. What do you do? All right. I've got a longer video of it too. I got you, Sonya. Give me 1 second, honey. Let me find it. I appreciate y'all being here, hanging out with me tonight. Thank y'all so very much. We'll be kicking it on Rumble here soon, just so everybody hang loose. Let me go down here and try to find this one. Give me a second. Too many stories, man. Give me 1 second. Oh boy, I might just have to come back to that one because I got way too many in front of it. It's going to take me forever to find that. Let me go back to what Sonya was sending me a link. Oh boy. Oh, she's got the piercing in her nose too. Free the pits. This is from Ogilvy.com. Does hair make you stare? Can you bear it? Here's all the different advertisements from the Subway campaign. Empowering women to be lazy and not shave their pits. If you want to get a tattoo and turn it into a bushy little jungle, you can do that too if you wanted to. So this is probably the company that put the ad together for Dove. Read it with the mixer. What am I reading?
Does hair make you stare? Introducing the pits of New York. I can't read this small ass text right here. What does this shit say? 6 in 10 of us admit to judging other women's armpits. Let's change that. Free the pits with Dove. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all killing me with this mess. Can you bear it? Uncomfortable, she isn't. Are you uncomfortable? She isn't. I mean, this bitch got clown faces and bulldog tattoos on her arm. I don't know if she's concerned about armpit hair. Care for your underarms, not what others think of them. Not your underarms, not your business. Well, why you putting it in my damn face then? Get it out of my face. Pet peeve, how y'all so funny. Troubled by stubble. Who thinks of this shit, man? Come on.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. What's the random news, Sonia? You can't just give me random news and throw me a clip up there. I need some type of explanation. Oh, hell no. Everybody get ready to throw up. California nanny accused of molesting an infant over sharing disturbing images of victim to man over social media. Yeah, I got lots of stories about that shit whenever we go to the Rumble page. Go to the Rumble side. California nanny is facing charges for allegedly abusing an 8-month-old baby. 8-month-old baby girl and sending disturbing images of the victim online and all at the direction of a man who received the photos over social media. Michelle Hidalgo, 28, is accused of molesting the girl after the man requested she do worse and worse things to the infant and then document it, law enforcement said in court records. The Antioch resident was initially charged last month with 7 counts for the alleged production and distribution of child pornography. The Contra Costa County District's Attorney Office said. Now she's facing another 3 charges of child molestation of a victim younger than 10 and a single charge using a minor for sex acts, according to charging documents filed last week. The search warrant served on Hidalgo's home last month led authorities to seize equipment used in the disturbing case. Prosecutors said Hidalgo, that's a hard word for a white boy to say, who was the part-time nanny for the victim. Victim's family allegedly admitted to sharing the images and told the investigator it was a stupid mistake that she did only once. According to records reviewed by the East Bay Times. Another fat hog taking advantage of children. Look at this thing. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Get you some. When looking through her online account, investigators discovered Hidalgo allegedly chatting with a man who requested more lewd photos of the infant, the local outlet reported, citing records. The babysitter also allegedly said she would sexually abuse the child through oral sex, according to the affidavit also reported by the KTVU. Hidalgo insisted she didn't molest the infant when confronted by detectives. Before the latest charges were leveled, the station reported, but investigators found evidence that was a lie when police went through her iCloud account, prosecutors reportedly alleged. Look at this butt in the front and everything. Big as hell. Put the whopper down. What's up, Atomic's in the house? What up, Atomic? Exactly, Bina. If this was my kid, she wouldn't have to worry about jail. Exactly. They're sick. They're selling that on the dark web. Yeah, we got another story here soon of one of the predators caught one of these fools. He was talking about some crazy shit, man. And these companies know they do that. That's what's crazy to me. Like, they know what you're doing, man. If they flag my fucking post for a stupid ass meme, you can't tell me they don't know about what these people are doing, exchanging that shit back and forth. Crazy as hell. Got me fucked up. Officials were originally alerted to the alleged abuse by a social media company on September 21st that sexually explicit materials depicting a small child were being shared on the platform, district attorney's office said. These victims' parents said they connected with Hidalgo over care.com. That's one of those websites where you're supposed to be able to get your kids nannies and stuff from. They recruit nannies and people to care for elderly people through that. And they didn't know before hiring her. The police said they didn't do no background check on this bitch. She could be jailed for 60 years if convicted and remains behind bars on a $2.7 million bail. Thank God, dude. Thank God they put a high bail on that beast. Ain't no damn way. Nope. No. Not gonna do it. $9:30. Oh, man. We'll go a little bit longer on YouTube. Background checks only work when you've been caught. Yeah, I guess. And they expunge the records on some of these fools sometimes. For what? Crazy, man. I have no idea. People just lost their damn mind. After a certain activity took place in our society, people just lost their goddamn minds, man. And I know this has been going on all before that, too. I get it, but don't it just seems like everybody just lost their damn minds? Give me 1 second here. Get us back on track. Do. And at that same situation where Biden walked out there and the kid, he didn't let him introduce him. He had to end it early. He ended it on his own.
I apologize. I have to go to the situation with another issue. I have to do. Thank you.
He acts like he can barely get a breath out sometimes. Totally different than when you see the, like when he did the address the other night. He was loud. He was kind of all there. Totally different than this guy.
I apologize. I have to go to the situation with another issue I have to deal with. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sounds so fragile. He can barely get a breath out. He said, I apologize. I have to go to the situation room. I have another issue to deal with. Did he poop his pants? Crazy. Get ready, St. Louis. Who's St. Louis in this beast? Because y'all getting ready for some migrants too. Check this out. St. Louis may soon see the arrival of international migrants from Chicago. Timing comes as International Institute announced its new Latino outreach program last month.
Well, migrants from Chicago could soon be making their way to St. Louis.
The Windy City is in a crisis after more than 18,000 migrants came to the city. And our Justina Cornell learned more about efforts to bring some of them here. She joins us live from downtown St. Louis. Justina.
Yeah, so the International Institute says this would be a gradual move, and this could be a great way to bring more workers to the St. Louis region.
Stitchers and sewers under one roof on Washington Avenue turned scraps into stylish wear. Diverse worlds weave together too.
We recently hired 3 individuals from El Salvador.
Migrants and refugees are hired at the organization The Collective Thread. CEO Terry Stepanovich has seen a recent trend.
We recently had an ad up for sewers, and I would say about 90% of the people that interviewed were from either Central or South America.
They are just one group ready to respond to new arrivals. Last month, the International Institute announced its new Latino outreach program.
To really start recruiting Hispanics to move to St. Louis to amp up our workforce.
The timing comes as
I get it's Latinos and whatnot, but don't they understand that it's a hell of a lot more than Latinos coming across that border now?
Migrant crisis grows in Chicago.
Look at that
Carlos Ramirez, VP of the Latino Outreach Program, visited the Windy City last week.
They have anywhere from 7 to 10 buses daily.
Ramirez's goal is to see if there's a way to gradually recruit
7 to 10 buses daily. How many people fit on one of those buses? Crazy as hell.
From the humanitarian parole program, which includes Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Haiti.
In theory, they already have a sponsor, which is how they were accepted into the parolee program. And shortly thereafter, they can get a work permit.
Stepanovich believes it can build the workforce.
Absolutely. Right now, not only here at the Collective Thread do we need a skilled sewing workforce to bolster the fashion ecosystem of St. Louis and here on Garment Row, but we get calls. There's over 40 makers in St. Louis and around that need sewers.
In-house designer Polly Gibson also sees value of new talent behind the needle.
It's amazing that they have that skill. Then they're able to pass that on to their coworkers, and then suddenly everybody rises together.
I'm told right now they have 12 beds. Eventually, they plan to bring 500 migrants to the region to really build that workforce in year one.
There's going to be more than 500, I can tell you that right now. Get ready, St. Louis. They're coming to you next. Yeah, they have so many that Chicago can't even take them no more. They're going to just start busting them out to other places. Crazy as hell. Let's watch Greta give us advice on what type of weapon systems we need to be using if we're going to be environmentally friendly.
For the planet. If we want to continue fighting battles like environmentally conscious humans, we must make the change to sustainable tanks and weaponry. There are so many new concepts for battery-powered fighter jets that can carry many more missiles. Biodegradable missiles, of course. Something literally everybody can do to stop this nonsense is, for example, block the roads to gardens and farms so the plants don't get overrun by these heavy, heavy tanks. Hand grenades, very important. If you use hand grenades, please use vegan grenades. No animal should have to give their life for all this mayhem and chaos. They have a special sticker on them. You really can't miss them in the grenade market or wherever you buy them. Yeah, I cover all of this and more in my newest book, Vegan Wars. I ordered Willy.
That was satire, obviously, but sounds about right for that little dingbat. Boom. Holy macaroni. Let's watch this motorcyclist try to navigate traffic. Boom. It looked like it knocked him out, too. Boom, boom. Holy macaroni. Why are you doing this, man? Boom. He ate that the rear end of that big truck. Then he got runned over. Boom. And that truck is going so fast, he probably can't stop, where he just said, fuck it, dude. You hit, I'm gone. Boom. Ate it. Probably knocked him out. He didn't act like he was moving. Squish. Wonder if it got that leg. Looked like he got that leg a little bit. Do. Let's watch Trump talk that shit to Biden. Get him, homeboy. Get him.
But did you ever hear some of these people talking about the viciousness? When you see them in a restaurant, you go in there and you know what you do to them, right? If I ever did that, problems. And then remember when Biden, I'd like to take him to the back of the barn. I dream of that. You know what I do with him? Oh, I dream of it. I'd hit him right in that fake nose. That fake nose. They'd have plastic lying all over the floor. But I don't want to say that. So when he says it, they say, oh, he said. Remember when he was doing that? I'd like to take him to the back of the barn. You know what you do with him? You just look at him and you go like this. But so he can say that, and they say, oh, did you hear him? If I said it, they'd say I was violent. I was violent. There's two standards of justice.
Yeah, so remember when they said take him back behind the barn, he'd want to do this and that to him, and now everybody's going to be giving him shit because he wanted to punch that mouth. I'd pay money to see that shit, dude. Trump beat the hell out of Biden. Let's do it. You want to do some election? Fair elections, let's do it. First one to tap out loses. All right, now let's watch this thing. Thieves didn't want to be on camera. These people stole this lady's wallet. Somehow, I guess she left it in the restaurant or something. I'm not exactly sure, but she says, I found the bums that stole my wallet, and then this happened. What would you do in this situation?
It tells me that my wallet is here. I'm gonna call the cops right now. If you don't give me my wallet, I'm gonna call the cops right now. It tells me that my wallet is here, and it was just being declined here.
Okay.
So
if it was declining,
I had cash in my wallet too. So you better give me my wallet. I need my driver license. I don't care about the cash. I need my driver license. I need my driver license. I need my wallet. If you give me my wallet, I won't call the cops. But I will call the cops if you don't give me my wallet.
So these motherfuckers tried to use her card to buy their meal with first. That's how she knew where it was. She saw the charge come across there, but she canceled it.
No, I'm not. Until I get
These
my
motherfuckers sitting there eating off her cash money.
Give me my wallet, please. Give me my wallet. Give me all my wallet. What the fuck you have in your wallet?
My wallet.
What? No, give me everything that you got in your wallet.
I'm giving you everything. Stop recording me.
No. Give me my credit card. Give me my credit card. Give me all my fucking shit.
That is everything.
Give me all my debit. No, my debit. Everything. My debit.
Stop recording me, please.
Dude, I just called the cops and say, dude, he's got my shit.
Really?
Yes.
I don't have my debit cards.
The debit card? Oh.
Yes. I don't
Oh,
have
let's go back in and get the debit cards now because they're in my wife's bag. That's all the evidence the cops would need.
my debit cards because they're locked. So it's useless if you keep them. It's useless if you keep my debit cards. They're all locked. Thank you.
Crazy as hell. And no, you see how nice people are to criminals? They're so nice. I can't do it, man. I've never been that nice. Let's watch some of these fools here. Super happy about what they're doing right now.
وانسوا العبار شردناهم
Boom. Holy shit. Life comes at you fast, man. Thank you guys for being here so much. I definitely appreciate y'all. We're getting ready to jump over to the Rumble channel. Thank you, boom, to all my rebels. I'll be back on Thursday night at 7 o'clock if I can get there on time. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to them moderators too. Anthony McQuaid, Atomic Tabasco, Cat F, Zeta Weechi's Cane Sword, Latina and Cali, and the beautiful Miss Sonia Scrapbook. The best damn co-host on the internet. Thank you guys so much for being here. I definitely appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Everybody get ready to jump over to the Rumble. We're going to show you more videos like that and so much more that you can't show on the YouTubes. We're going to go to the freedom of speech platform, everybody. Let's go to Rumble. Peace out, YouTube. See ya.
Let's get